Hello from Amsterdam, guys. I am here traveling again alone. I'm so sorry. I just literally arrived, like literally an hour ago. I'm definitely not used to this lifestyle when you're just walking and have to be aware of your surroundings, and especially being hit by bike, which almost happened to me already twice. So this is gonna be interesting. So here's the thing, actually. Here's the thing. Jason and I have been to Amsterdam 17 years ago, guys. It was in 2006, which is insane. It's been such a long time, and I'm pretty sure that the city has changed a lot. And when I was really thinking about 17 years, that's a really huge amount of numbers, huge amount of years. So it's kind of strange to be here after such a long time, but it doesn't feel like it at all. I feel like Amsterdam is always going to be Amsterdam, you know what I mean? It's always going to be the picturesque, beautiful city with so many flowers everywhere, bicyclists everywhere, and that fact has not changed. So one thing Jason and I have not done 17 years ago was that we haven't visited Anne Frank's house, and that was something I actually wanted to do so much, and I just realized that my hotel is actually not that far from Anne Frank's house. So I'm gonna, guys, take you there first, and I will do two parts because I came pretty late. It's around 7 o'clock today. Tomorrow I will take you for another tour, and tomorrow we're gonna hopefully eat, because today I'm just gonna grab something really fast. So yeah, let's go. So to be fair, I cannot really do first impressions because, like I said before, I've already been here before. Ah! Oh my god! If you are planning your trip to Amsterdam and you are wondering how long you should stay in the city, I would say fairly about 3 days. And the reason for it is because even though Amsterdam is not a huge city, there are a lot of things to see. So many museums, so many things even outside of Amsterdam. You know, you can do these beautiful, wonderful bike rides. But one thing I would recommend for you guys is definitely book the tickets beforehand, especially if you are traveling in the summer. Because, for example, I was looking for the tour of Anne Frank's house, and the tour has been completely sold out. So what I can do is just to be outside, just to see the house from outside, and unfortunately I cannot get in. Some people come here for the fun, if you know what I mean. Some people are coming here for the culture. So I can already tell that I'm getting closer to Anne Frank's house, because I see a line of people. So I'm standing here in front of Anne Frank's house, and as you can see, there are so many people around and they're trying to just take a picture with the house. But yes, you can already tell that there was a huge line to even get into the museum. The museum's actually right next door. When you really think about the history, what really happened here. Today you would have no idea. If you walk around and you wouldn't know this is the house, you would never know, because it looks like any other house here in Amsterdam. But it's not a usual house. This house has a different history. And who actually knows how many similar stories to hers were actually going on during that time? Because I'm sure that she was not the only one. One thing that I really love about Amsterdam is just, especially in the summer, that you can just sit outside and enjoy the beautiful canal views. Guys, look. I just have to laugh because one of my friends actually has been to Amsterdam about 3 weeks ago, and he has 3 children, and he wrote that it's like the most stressful place for kids, because you are constantly looking, you have to be constantly worried about the bikes hitting them, especially with small children. So Amsterdam is kind of a mix between Berlin and Brussels. You know, it reminds me a lot of Brussels with the architecture, and Berlin with the attitude and the artist scene and just the pubs and restaurants. So it's a really mix of both worlds. I have to tell you, every time I just stumble upon another street and another street, another street, I'm just in awe how beautiful this city really is. So I'm going home back to the hotel. I will show you where I stay. It's really cute and quirky. Let's talk about more about Amsterdam, the city. When you think about Amsterdam, what are you thinking of? When I see these beautiful people on the bikes and their hair are just flowing around, and it's just picture perfect. You just see the streets and the canals, and it's just the flowers everywhere. It's a picturesque, beautiful European city. But honestly, guys, walking the city, I don't know what happened. I don't remember the city being this dirty. Honestly, I see trash everywhere, and it's such a pity because the city is really beautiful. So yeah, and on top of that, everywhere you walk, you smell, you know what. So yeah, I mean, again, this city is great when you are young. However, for families, I don't know, I don't see it. I'm sure there's a good amount of families in Amsterdam, but not my style. Unfortunately, not my style. I hate to say it, it's a beautiful place to visit. Again, 2 or 3 days here, amazing, and it's definitely worth venturing out and just see cities outside of Amsterdam, because here it's a little shaped. Anyway guys, I'm really tired, so we will continue tomorrow. Good morning from Amsterdam. So yesterday I finished my little tour in the evening. It was very nice, it was very relaxing, but today I have a couple hours and I just want to see something else. I just want something new. So I will take you guys along. So I'm staying in this amazing hotel. It's called De Hallen and it's in West Amsterdam. And this area seems to be equally as trendy and lively as residential. So I think it's a mix of both. You have quiet areas and you have pretty busy areas with tons of bars and people just sitting outside enjoying life, enjoying summer, which, you know, that's what we do best in Europe, right? We have the summers here are amazing. I have no plans, literally. I did no research. I'm just gonna basically get lost because that's like one of my favorite things to do, and especially in cities like this. It's a beautiful day. I'm so happy to be here, and let's get it started. I was on the verge, so I will tell you one thing, guys. I don't want to sound like I do not like Amsterdam, because that's not true at all. In fact, I do believe that this is an amazing city, and you know, actually part of me kind of wishes that I could stay here longer and just really enjoy the atmosphere. However, for myself, for my personality, I do believe that I would enjoy maybe possibly, perhaps smaller cities, smaller villages, and the countryside much more. But that's just me. You know, although I do love cities, I think that this city does not really match me as much. But at the same time, again, it's Amsterdam. Like, come on, guys. And these bikes, guys, they are everywhere. They are literally everywhere. They stack them on top of each other. They are not the best quality, and I know the reason, because, you know, of course, theft occurs everywhere in Europe, especially in main cities. So, you know, there is no point investing into expensive bicycle, definitely not here in Amsterdam. So, you know, most of the bikes look pretty beat up, but, you know, they do their job, so why not? Actually, like from other day, I'm actually skipping because I found this amazing place. I wasn't sure if I will actually find a good food place, but here I am. So one of the best places to eat in Amsterdam is called Food Hallen, and this is a place where you can find so many food courts with selections from all over the world. So of course I had to come here and try it, and I got amazing poke bowl. So I hope it's gonna be good. And this place is, guys, amazing. You have to come here. The prices are pretty affordable for Amsterdam, so definitely recommend. And they have literally everything from all over the world. So if you have time, definitely don't miss this location and come try it. Okay, back to day 2. So I will just slowly continue my journey to the Rijksmuseum. This museum is actually the most important for the Netherlands because it has the biggest Dutch collection, and you can find artists such as Vermeer or Rembrandt. The famous painting of Night Watch is there, which actually used to be larger than the one that's today, but that's for another topic. So here we are right in front of the Rijksmuseum, and I'm gonna go and walk past that. I'm gonna walk through the museum because I can actually go to that main plaza over there and just take a rest there and just, you know, talk to you guys. One fun fact about this museum is that it actually has a road that's built in the museum. You can actually go through the museum, which is the only museum in the world that has that. So the line is not so big, you know, it's the peak of the summer and actually not bad at all. So yes, here we are. So beautiful. You can see Rijksmuseum behind me, and here, right behind me, is an open space where you can just relax, bring your blanket, have a picnic, and just enjoy the beautiful day. Today actually is a really beautiful day. It's around 24 Celsius, perfect weather, a little bit of wind, which I'm sure you guys can hear. I'm so sorry about that if it's a little windy. One thing I love about Europe is that they usually have playgrounds right next to either beer gardens or restaurants, so the parents can rest and kids can play, which is fantastic. I wish every country actually adapted it because, let me tell you, it definitely helps the parents. Another cool thing about this place that actually it doesn't have one museum but 2 museums. The Van Gogh Museum is here as well, so you can basically just, you know, when you are done with one, you can go to the other one. And I don't remember, but I don't think that actually Jason and I went to one of these museums before because we didn't have much time. But I want to ask you guys, when you are in a city, for example Barcelona, Madrid, Paris, Amsterdam, London, do you, or any other capital city with amazing museums, do you actually go and visit museums, or is it something that doesn't interest you at all? I'm really curious about this question, so let us know in the comments below. I just did a little bit of research about the bikes in Amsterdam, and because there are so many of them and I feel like I'm getting constantly hit, and I just, you know, I know that these people know that we are the tourists, right? We are the tourists, the ones that are clumsy, they just actually run in front of the bike. I did a little bit of research and found out that out of that 16 million people live in Netherlands and they own 18 million bikes. So as I said before, there are more bikes in the Netherlands than people. And when it comes to the accidents, 200 people die yearly, 6 in Amsterdam. Pretty sad statistic, but when you consider how many bikes are really here, there are no surprises. So guys, watch out for bikes. So I must be really getting into the busy part of Amsterdam because, as you can see, it's no longer the quiet residential canal streets, but now it's actually getting pretty busy with all the streets and everything else. So it starts to look very city-ish, if you know what I mean. So I stumbled on some market, and this is what this country does best, right? Flowers, so many flowers. I remember a story from my mother. She went to Rotterdam long time ago. It was probably like 25 years ago. When she came back, because my mom is a big flower lover, and my grandma used to be that too. They used to went together. My mom came from her first visit, and she was amazed that they don't have any curtains in their houses. She's like, "How's it possible? I can actually see through everybody's houses. I can see what are they doing. They have literally no privacy, and they don't even care." Is it still today, guys? You Dutch people out there? Still? No curtains? Let me know in the comments. I mean, I can definitely tell you that my hotel is pretty see-through, to be honest. Like, you know, if you really want to, you can really see through. So I don't know if that's a common trend here in this country, but yeah, let me know. Let me know. I'm really curious about this. There is something about living on the water. It doesn't matter if it's an ocean, lake, river, canal. There's something about it, really. It's so refreshing. It just gives you a really good energy, you know? So this feels like an eclectic part of Amsterdam. You know, really cool stores, people drinking their matchas, some weird Star Wars dress up. I have no idea what's going on here. But I just got a slice of New York pizza. Judge all you want, I don't care. So I'm just gonna do what I think that Dutch people do, and I'm just gonna sit here by the canal and eat my New York pizza because it just sounds good, doesn't it? Ooh. Ah. This is fun. This is fun. I hope the slice is good. The pizza had really good ratings, so it looks so good, doesn't it? So here I am. By myself in Amsterdam. I don't know why it's funny, but it just hit me. It's a cool city. I actually kind of dig it. Oh, this is good. This is so good. It's so fresh and crunchy, and the dough. I think for the first time I actually understand what the city is about. It's not about parties, strange things. It's about living life at your fullest. Healthy life for the most part. Healthy life. The city keeps you young, to be honest, which is really cool. So, cheers to Amsterdam. See you guys in our next destination. Bye, and thank you so much for joining. And don't forget to subscribe because it would really help us.
In this moment, forever be